Man, I wonder what I'm gonna do for a video today. And with that, that's the end of the movie, man. Let me know if y'all want to see me cover the other ones. It's probably gonna take some time, but I'll do them if y'all want. Man, it couldn't have been that long ago. Cool. Oh no. 9 Blade. Anyways, Blade 2 starts off with this vampire, Nomac, going over to this blood bank trying to get himself some free eats. They done checked this blood and everything, but wait a minute. Brother man got a special type of blood there, and they finna siphon the hell out of bro. It's what they thought. That boy Nomac started hunting down them vampires. Hit their asses with a I hate vampires. And he was beating they ass too. They had no amounts of smoke for Nomac. We then see our boy Blade hunting down these vampires because they done hogtied his boy Whistler. He blicks down 2 vamps immediately, starts running up this scaffolding, jumps down and blicks 2 more vamps. So the remaining vamps hop on bikes and dip. But look at this goofy ass nigga. He couldn't even slide down the ladder correctly without hurting his hand. He should have already knew he was 3 steps away from a Pop Smoke concert. But Blade's cool ass done jumped off of this building and flicked lil bro 3 times square in the back. He done threw his glaive at them 2 vampires they dodged just for him to catch the hoe and cut the bike off of this vampire. The other vamp though, he got it worse because Blade jumped on the back of his bike and cut his head off. Parked that hoe right in front of his whip too. I mean, who else is cooler than bro? Blade started torturing the hell out of that other vampires until he gave him the location where the guy Whistler at. And oh nah, is that nigga doing blood cocaine? Y'all got it, bro. The addiction can never be that hard. I gotta start mixing cocaine with blood. Like you're really a fiend. But dope fiend vampire over here. Damn, that's just Playboy Cardi. Unlocked the door and got blicked down before he could even open that hoe. Blade used that balding vampire like a shield, and I'm not gonna hold you. How are you a vampire and bald? Like, I'm going to assume you've been living for a long time. You ain't found no solution to that, gang? All your ass got is time, but you still got a moat on your shit. But Blade done gunned down everybody at that table, except for one little bro ran away. Lil man tried to sneak Blade, but he just started getting his ass beat. Tried his ass right through the chest for good measures. His ass was not finished though, cause lil bro pulled out the stakes and his ass started going to town. A vampire tried to sneak his ass again. He just dodged it and got shanked in the chest. A group of 3 pulled up on Blade. He started beating the piss out of one of them just to trip the second one on the ground, stake his ass, roundhouse kicked the 3rd nigga, parried the first one's attack, kicked his ass in the nuts and shanked the mess out of bro. Blade finishes off the last 2, and I was about to say if I was any of those niggas and I just saw him do my 2 homeboys like that, I would have stopped fighting, but Blade gonna kill you regardless. So if you gonna get my ass up out the way, you gonna have to work for it. That boy Blade done found where Whistler is though, rescued him and took his ass right back home. Once he gets there, my boy Daryl from The Walking Dead is here, man. Different verse, but he damn near doing the same shit. Blade was trying to catch up with Whistler, then they get put up on by vampire ninjas? Like, I beg your pardon, bro, when did this subset of people even become a thing? And then look at this cool ass dude Blade. Scabbard still on sword while holding it with one hand, mind you, over here fighting dudes with 2 swords by his dolo. This type of aura cannot be recreated. You cannot buy this, you cannot sell this. It can only be crafted and made by a nigga like Wesley Snipes. Like, this so cool, I want to be like Blade, so therefore I'm not gonna pay my taxes. Please pay your taxes. Then they start jumping Blade. Dude hopped in with a dynamic entry just for Blade to jump out the way and throw his glaive. And Blade with Scabbard still on sword in one hand is blocking Lil Bro's attacks. And why is he spamming blow? If he don't stand up like a man and throw them hands? But Blade done caught his ass off guard, hit him with this nasty ass 3-piece just to get pulled up on by the other dude there. And he done finally pulled the blade out the scabbard as he's using the scabbard as his second blade, blocking and parrying these 2. And they start going crazy till my boy Blade knees Shorty in the mouth and kicked her ass right back down. I mean, if a nigga ever knees me and I go 4 feet off of the ground, I'ma just stop fighting right there. Kicked their little ass away too. Then he went to go finish the job, but Blade and Shorty got each other in a stalemate. But the Vampire Nation was offering Blade a truce because they need help. He agrees, but he knows that they gonna be on some BS, so he straps about 24 pounds of Simtax to his trench coat. But Nisa's father tells Blade about Nomac and that he's an evolved vampire that hunts other vampires. But Nisa's dad looks like one of them bald-headed dudes from Dune, I'm not even gonna hold you. So that boy Blade works with a specific team to hunt him down, but not only him, he's been feeding on other vampires, and once he feeds on them, they get turned into a Reaper, just like Nomac. And it's so crazy that the squad Blade is working with is a trained squad for 2 years specifically to hunt down Blade. And their leader got bitched by Blade in 0.2 seconds and a bomb strapped to the back of his head. I'm not gonna hold you, if I was in this squad, I'm never listening to White Iced Tea ever again. Blade and the gang suit up, and the first stop they go is this vampire nightclub. And then this dude with blonde hair and blue eyes starts talking about vampires not being pure of blood. And look at the face of black befuddlement right next to him, because what the fuck is bro talking about? Like, I know exactly what you are, gang. There is no mistaking it. But the squad decides to split up, which is always a terrible idea in movies, which is crazy because this not gonna be the first time they split up. And everybody that split up got put up on by at least one Reaper. My boy Daryl got it the worst because he hopped up out of his van and there was just 8 niggas standing outside. His ass got right back in there though. Cause what? Why are you posted outside my van like this, gang? Go on ahead and find you some business. Oh yeah, Donnie Yen is just in this movie randomly, cause why not? But Blade pulled up on Nomac and blasted his muffin cap back blue. That didn't do much to him because Silver and Garland do not work on the Reapers. They gotta hit him with sunlight. That one disciple of He Who Shall Not Be Named got his ass beat. I mean, broke the hell out of his arm just to get saved by old boy in the cornrows. And then Vin Diesel got bit. He got saved by his shorty just for her to be like, did you get bit? And this nigga said, nah, I ain't get bit, with this clear ultra vibrant bite mark on this nigga neck. He's the worst type of people to do anything with, bro. What you lying for, twin? We're gonna know you got bit. You start changing it to a Reaper. Your choice in the matter don't matter right now. You're dead regardless. We see that boy Blade is hunting the hell out of Nomac. And what the hell are we in a 2D fighter right now? I know that Marvel Tokon Souls or whatever it's called just got announced, but we need to calm it down, bro. I do need Blade in that game expeditiously, since Marvel Rivals gonna have that nigga be asleep for the next 18 years. And Nomac actually got some smoke for Blade. They was over here checking the hell out of each other's punches just for Blade to kick him in the chest. Blade done pulled out them doohickeys and started lighting that boy up with him. This is the same juice that had that boy Frost in the last movie explode. And Nomac just kinda tanked that hoe. Blade had to hit the black bewilderment phase too, because what do you mean that didn't do a damn thing to you? As that boy Nomac hit a mean 100-meter dash on Blade, tackled his ass off the platform, and was beating up brakes off of him on their way down. Blade done kicked his ass away, had his ass spinning like he was a Beyblade, just for Nomac to grab big ass metal pipe out of this rubble and they go and pipe for sword. But that boy Nomac is hard pressuring my boy Blade. Had Blade smack his head with his own sword, like this is crazy. It was getting so bad to the point that Blade would have lost if the sunlight didn't start peeking through this church. Nomac got a whiff of that sunlight and had to dip. I know all you Smash players can relate to this nigga's struggle for real. And you know, whenever it's just Blade by himself, he's always got to make sure he's posed up just in case a nigga gonna take a flick anytime. Cause like, how are you aura farming after you just got your ass beat, twin? So after that, Blade and the rest of the group that didn't die has to formulate a plan in order to combat the Reapers, because their silver and their garlic's not working. So that boy Scud makes some light grenades, no Piccolo. They all go down to the sewers and getting ready to box up the last of the Reapers. And once they get down to the sewer, guess what these Neanderthals decide to do again? Yeah, that's right, man. They decided to split up again in the sewers, crowded with Reapers. And this is frying me, man. Listen to what that boy Whistler had to say.
Yeah, well, some of us can't see in the dark, you fucking nipplehead. What am I supposed to do?
I'm crying, bro. He called that dude a nipplehead and got his ass beat for it. And I'm not even mad at it, bro, because what are you doing calling me a nipplehead for, twin? Whistler's so damn old, nipplehead probably means 18 other things, bro. Like, yes, I'm going to put the pasta pants to your old ass. We go back to Scuffed Vin Diesel, and he got cut off from his shorty just for her to turn the corner and see that Scuffed Vin Diesel is eating out Donnie Yen. I'm just saying, man, if it was Ip Man Donnie Yen, that wouldn't have happened. Who would have put that nigga in a blender? So Shorty ran back up into the sunlight, cooking up both of them. We see White Iced Tea getting pulled up on by like 100 Reapers, so he's prepping the bomb pack just to see homeboy with the cornrows just got yoked up under the sea. He's getting ate up by them Reapers, man. Pouring out for a real nigga. He told Nisa to dip while he timed this light grenade explosion and cooked every single Reaper in that damn water. White Iced Tea couldn't even do his job right. Brother man could not prop the bomb bag up, so he just started get blasted. As we see old dude that was beating the brakes off of Whistler got pulled up on by like 8 Reapers. Blade and Nisa meet up with bro just for Blade to take the pheromones and lead all the Reapers back to the bomb bag. That hole was jammed just like White Ice T said. Blade ain't no bitch. He ain't going down like no punk. He is blicking dudes down left and right until he can get that bomb back to work. And once he does, Nisa and White Ice T have to duck and cover because all the Reapers there get smoked. But we see our boy Whistler get pulled up on by Nomac and he gives him a ring and tells him everything they told you is a lie. Blade saw Nisa over there getting cooked, so he decided to feed her some of her blood, and I'm not gonna lie, the Snow Bunny mind control is working overtime on Blade, because they've talked like 3 times whole movie. That boy gets snuck by niggas with electric batons as they zap his ass and Whistler too, captured the both of them. Once Blade comes to, we get the exposition dump of the movie. Nisa's father made the variant of vampire evolution that is Nomac. Not only that, Nomac is that nigga's son, but Nomac himself is a failure, so he's trying to make the perfect vampire that is immune to garlic, silver, and the sunlight. He thinks he'll be able to do that if he gets Blade's blood. Blade was about to blow White Ice T's head up into smithereens. He pressed the button on the detonator and oh nah, it didn't go off. Just for Scud to reveal he's been one of their pets the whole time. He takes the bomb out of White Ice T's head and now he has it in his hand, and Blade's like, yeah nah, that shit wasn't a dud actually. Pulls out the real actual detonator and blows Scud to smithereens. Goodbye Daryl. So they decide to hog tie that boy Blade and siphon him of his blood. And that boy White Ice T is just beating the goofy out of Whistler. I mean golly, nigga is 87. You need to relax. Nisa's dad and White Ice T would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling Nomac, because he done pulled up on the facility, started wrecking everybody's shit. Whistler saw everybody go into the confusion, so he broke out of the cuffs, took Blade's weapon, and went to go deliver them hoes to him. Look down that human lawyer from the greats. I have no idea how he did this. I mean, that boy must got aimbot on or something. Unhogtied Blade and was trying to carry his ass to safety, but they got stopped by that boy White Ice T, and White Ice T done shot the mess out of Blade and he done fell into this big ass vat of blood. And I have no idea how little bro thought the job was finished, because you know Blade's still a vampire and y'all kind of like blood, but he got completely rejuvenated back from that, like nothing even happened to him. So he sicks the goons on Blade and we get to see my boy be the coolest nigga ever again, because he is beating everybody's ass. I mean straight belt to behind. Nobody has any smoke for Blade and he not even using any weapons. Straight cracking niggas' skulls with the back of his foot like they some damn walnuts or something. If I see one of my teammates get their entire helmet and skull cracked because he got kicked in the head, I'm just not fighting this guy anymore. Fuck what White Ice T got going on. I'm trying to live. Blade does equip himself with one of their electric batons, and if he was doing y'all crazy with no weapons, what y'all think he finna do to y'all with one? Blade done put this last dude in a stalling suplex. Bro think he Bobby Lashley. White Ice T had Blade's sword and he tried to get my boy, but he caught the sword, bare hands by the way, and just cut that nigga in half. Yeah man, I don't even know what you thought was gonna happen, big dog. That boy Nomac done pulled up on his dad, slimed his ass out, and then bit the hell out of his sister. You know what? This a rare W for Nomac. That Snow Bunny mind control is not gonna work on my boy Blade. So Blade did this cool ass flip and stabbed Nomac right in the chest. And niggas be doing the most, because why did he take his sword out like this? There was no need for you to do this. But Blade and Nomac get to scrapping and they are evenly matched, going combo for combo with one another. Till Blade kicked his ass up on this pillar, so Nomac decided to lock in, hit that Baba Booey, put his hand in his face, blocking bro's line of view, just to uppercut the piss out of him, and goddamn, they was over here just flexing their CGI budget. Blade done cracked his back up against this wall, but he recovered, rolled towards that boy Nomac just to get gripped up, tried to elbow his ass off of him. That didn't work, cause little bro just got judo through on the ground. He got back up just to get kicked in the chest, and god damn, look at that mean ass dent Blade's body done made in these metal ass doors. Nomac over here kinda doing my goat dirty, I can't even lie. Picked Blade up, threw his ass, jumped off the top rope, literally hit that nigga with an elbow drop. Kyrie Sane would be proud. Hit that man with 2 more elbows to the chest just to jump in the air, and he was finna finish his ass off, but Blade dodged just in the nick of time. Blade started crawling away, so Nomac put that nigga in a nasty bear hug. So Blade started poking at the eyes, threw his ass on the ground, and broke that damn arm. Didn't mean ain't much though, cause Nomac flipped and now he's behind Blade, hit him in the back just to fix that broken arm. Blade's ass started to crawl away, but Nomac said, nah, where your little ass going? Grabbed him by the leg and started spinning his ass around, knocked his little goofy ass into this pillar. He was about to drop this fixture on Blade, but he rolled out of the way right before that hoe could hit him. Blade saw that broken Blade, grabbed that hose just for Nomac to grip Blade up, and he was finna turn his ass into a Reaper. Blade headbutt the piss out of Nomac, spun his ass around, and stabbed Nomac right in the heart, piercing through the bone cartilage covering it. And Nomac decided, I guess I'm gonna get up out of here too, lodging the blade deeper into his heart, ending his life, therefore ending the fight. Issa started asking Blade not to turn into a Reaper, so he brought her to the sunlight, killing her too, and that's the end of Blade 2. Yeah, man, I don't know how it took me 8 months to get back on the Blade trilogy. This movie was better than the first one to me. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'll do the third movie at a more reasonable time. It'll be at the very least below 8 months before then. Moral of the story is, sometimes you gotta oil farm on niggas. But if you like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.